Like we said, China is stepping up its game. It is unveiling new weapons, forging new alliances. The question is, how should the world respond? By closing ranks. To beat China, you'll have to forge close strategic partnerships. And that's what France and India are doing. The French Defense Minister, Florence Parly, is visiting India. She's making all the right noises. First, she visited the National War Memorial in Delhi. She paid her respects to India's fallen soldiers. Next was a meeting with the Indian Prime Minister, followed by an annual defense dialogue with Defense Minister Rajnath Singh. This visit is purely strategic. It's about weapons and posturing. France wants to sell high-end technology. India wants to buy it. As simple as that. France needs a new Indo-Pacific partner, and India could do with more anti-China allies. The geopolitical jigsaw fits. But is it translating into real gains? No doubt there's a lot of exchange happening. Indian and French navies are allowed to use each other's bases now. They regularly hold joint drills. In fact, we had one last month, the X-Shakti 2021. The Indian Army's Gorkha Battalion trained with French troops. Then you have big-ticket purchases like Rafale. India bought 36 Rafale jets from France for 59,000 crore rupees. And today, the French defense minister said she's willing to sell more.
We, as France, are ready to answer any additional needs or requests that could be made by India. We are open and ready to provide any other Rafale if this is India's decision.
Not just fighter jets. The rumor is even nuclear submarines are on the table now. We're talking about the lethal Barracuda-class subs. This would be a huge development if it happens. India has never been offered nuclear-powered submarines. Russia and earlier the USSR have leased it, but they never actually sold nuclear subs to India. Same with America. They're giving nuclear technology to Australia, but they have rejected India's request for decades. So why is France doing it? Because there is an AUKUS-sized hole in their defense program. France was supposed to build nuclear submarines for Australia, but Britain and America swooped in and stole that deal. So what does France do? They look for other buyers. And who better than India? Another democracy and another Indo-Pacific power. France is not like Britain or America. It is focused on the Indian Ocean and the Pacific Ocean. Why? Because they have real estate there, the Reunion Island, plus military bases in Eastern Africa. So France's definition of the Indo-Pacific is closer to the Indian definition. And they both agree on one important thing. China is becoming more and more aggressive.
China is getting more and more aggressive in the region. And it is even more specific when it comes to the China Sea. So France and, if I may, India share the same views on something which is key. I mean, the international maritime law, the freedom of navigation.
You can see why France needs India, a major defense market, a window to the Pacific, and a break from following Captain America. But the question is, how should India respond? Is France more reliable than the US? Recent evidence would suggest, yes, it is. Fewer betrayals, fewer outbursts, and fewer lectures on internal affairs. But can loyalty replace power? And here's why I ask. France's ambitions are weighed down by the European Union. Before any big move, President Emmanuel Macron will have to consult Brussels. I know that France is talking about a powerful and independent Europe, but that dream is not a guarantee. So what is India's best option here? Well, why not make the best of both the worlds? Diplomacy is all about options, you see. We saw how the US betrayed France with AUKUS. What if India is next? New Delhi cannot afford to take that risk. It cannot put all its eggs in America's basket, which is why this relationship with France is important. Even if you take China out, this is a growing partnership. There is agreement on battling Islamist terror. There is consensus on climate change. There is excellent people-to-people relations. Plus, France supports India's bid for a permanent Security Council seat. So there is substance, strategy, and symbolism to this relationship. It is a break from America's high-handedness and an insurance against their betrayal. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.